Happy New Year, everybody. I'm Daniel from Grizzly, Kiki, and I thought that we could start the new year off with a recipe that Robert and I have come to really enjoy. It is Sahil from Headbanger's Kitchen's recipe for Keto General Tso's chicken. And I don't know about you, but that is one of my favorite Chinese American dishes. This recipe comes super close to what we're used to in terms of General Tso's chicken. You should definitely head over to Headbanger's Kitchen YouTube channel and website and subscribe so you can try out all his amazing recipes. Before starting this video, I marinated the chicken in some soy sauce, sesame oil, rice wine vinegar, and egg, and let that sit for an hour or two. And what we're going to do first is bread it. And what we're going to use is a combination of almond flour and crushed pork rinds. In Sahil's recipe, he recommends using psyllium husk powder, but that can really wreak havoc with your digestive system depending on how sensitive you are. So we're going to use this method instead. And so, as you can see here, I have some of the chicken cut into cubes and already pre-marinated, and then right here I have my breading mixture. So I'm just going to put a few pieces in at a time. And just kind of really press them in. You want to make sure that they're well coated, but you don't want a lot of excess on there because it will burn when you're frying them, because we have to fry them at a pretty high temperature. And to do that, I kind of like to just kind of squish them a little bit and then just kind of roll them in my hand like that, and you can see they're really nicely done. And there you have it, your completely breaded little chicken breast chunks. Oh, I should also say, Sahil recommends chicken thighs, but we prefer to do this with chicken breast, so that's why we're doing it with this. Otherwise, you can use chicken thighs. And I know it doesn't look like a lot, but I have a surprise. I actually started breading before we started recording. So look at all that beautifully breaded chicken. It's gonna look even better once it's deep fried and covered in delicious sauce. Why don't we get to frying? And what you're going to do is use a deep, wide pan and fill it with your frying oil of choice. I'm using corn oil because I like that you can heat it up pretty hot and it's not going to smoke or scorch or anything like that. So you want to heat your oil at a medium-high heat to between 350 and 375 degrees. And you can do that very easily using a meat thermometer. You're also going to want to have a tray lined with paper towels so that you can put your fried chicken on there once it's done. And make sure it's big enough that you can have as close to a single layer as possible so that your chicken pieces don't get soggy, because then they won't be crispy. Our chicken is all done frying and it is golden, it's delicious. It's moist, it's crunchy, it's really darn good. The next step is to make the sauce, which is like the signature flavor of General Tso's chicken. And we're gonna do that in the same pan that we fried the chicken in. I have some olive oil heating up and we're gonna get started. Once the sauce is done and it's thickened to your liking, you're going to add some powdered erythritol to taste, little by little, so that it doesn't get too sweet. And then once it's how you like it in terms of consistency and sweetness, you're going to toss the chicken with the sauce and serve it up. I plated it with some of the cauliflower rice and then topped it with some sesame seeds and freshly chopped green onions. I'm so proud of how this looks and I can't wait to taste it. That's very tasty. The marinating made the chicken tender. It's crispy. The breading really soaked up the sauce, and it just tastes really like fresh and bright with the fresh ginger and the green onions. It has a little bite from the vinegar. And I added some red pepper flakes to the sauce before it was finished because the red chilies don't really add much flavor to it. So you got to make it spicy using something else. So I chose red pepper flakes. But I want to make sure that I'm not biased because I like this recipe. So I think I need some help to taste it. Be brutally honest.
I will. I promise. Let me see. I want this.
I like your shirt.
Oh, thank you. Watch out on keto.com/swag. Okay. I wanted that one because it looked like well coated and all that.
Like
stuff.
a cube?
Okay. Crispy. It's sweet. It's a little vinegary.
Yeah, I think I could have added more sugar.
More
erythritol? Yeah, I used powdered erythritol, and in the end I did a few drops of stevia. But maybe it needs a little more.
It's also not very spicy. It's so interesting. I remember being dared to eat one of these peppers in, I think it was the 5th or 6th grade, and it was agony.
You eat one now?
No.
Why not?
No.
For the camera, where are you going?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just putting the plate down because I don't... That's how bad the experience was. And so when you bought these and you were going to use them in the recipe, I was expecting that same heat that you get when you buy General Tso's chicken from, your local Chinese food restaurant. And they add those in, there's that heat that comes from it. And for some reason, I don't know if it's because these are freeze-dried. Right? They're freeze-dried? Or they're dried?
No, these are just like, air-dried chilies. I mean, Sahil used Szechuan chilies, which are a little different than these.
Okay.
I mean, these are the closest I could find. I just got them at our local H-Mart. But yeah, Szechuan chilies are really, really hot.
I feel like if you added red pepper flakes to this, it would provide just a little bit.
Yeah.
It would provide
Which I did. It just
needs heat.
It needs some more to it, I think.
Yeah.
I also think I needed to make more sauce than the quantity of chicken that I had because it needs to be a little like soupier. But since we were making this for meal prep as well, I made a lot of it, as you saw.
Well, I think it needs to be a little more syrupy.
Yeah.
I think that's what's missing from it a little bit. But this is great, and I would I'm looking forward.
Yeah.
Because we made so much of it. This is definitely meal prep for this week. I'm looking forward to enjoying this throughout the course of the week. What a great way to start the year.
I'm so excited.
Mom, I'm going to let you finish this out. See ya.
Well, thank you. So, thank you for watching this video. Again, this recipe comes from Sahil over at Headbanger's Kitchen. You can find the link to his video for that in the description box below. Please head over and subscribe to him and support him. He has some of the best keto recipes that we've tried, and he's a staple in terms of like our keto recipe book. So thank you, Sahil, for this recipe. It's amazing. And while you're at it, if you like this video, please share it with your friends, your family, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting us, and I hope that you have an amazing 2020. Keep it keto.